Comparison is the thief of joy. It's an absolute famous line that's always said, whether it's in the fitness industry, whether it's in the financial, health, business, whatever. Comparison is the thief of joy. And this is absolutely bang on in all areas of life. Because when you're comparing yourself to another person, this is diminishing and sort of devaluing your own self. Because most of the time, us humans, we'll look at somebody who's on their day 100. You might be just started, first week in the gym, whatever. Let's say first week in the gym. And you'll be looking at someone who's been training for years. Like why is it us humans, we always compare someone who's like years ahead of this journey? Why is it we never compare ourselves to yesterday? And this, obviously, we'll get onto it, but like that is what kills all momentum, all positivity, all manifestations. Because when you compare yourself to somebody else, and let's say they're quite far in their journey, you will, through looking at their current journey, their current progress, you will compare them to where you are now. And through that perception of them being where they are, you will be altered internally, because you'll be, I don't know, you'll be scrolling, you'll be looking through, you'll see someone else's progress, and you think, oh, why ain't I there? Why ain't that's all I want? But you are altering your internal vibration. And I know a lot of yous come from like the gym, so all sort of, is the physical plane. We live on 3 planes of existence: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. The mind, body, soul. God the Son, God the Father, God the Spirit, whatever. There's always 3 analogies, whatever you believe in. But to understand something, your internal vibration is always expressed externally. So through you looking at somebody else's journey, someone else's progress, someone else's wins, and feeling like envy on their journey and where they are at in life, let's say, you will alter your internal state. And by law, alteration of the internal state will express on the external. So what do I advise over comparison to others? Is comparison of self-reflection, of comparing where you were yesterday to where you are now, where you were a year ago to where you are now. And this self-reflection gives you absolute clarity. It doesn't alter your internal state. It actually raises your vibration. It aligns you with your desired reality. By aligning with your desired reality, you attract it, because reality is immaterialized frequency. So by you operating on a specific frequency of abundance, love, compassionate, whatever, by operating on that frequency for a certain period, this frequency will manifest by law. So if you compare yourself to somebody else, and this alters your internal frequency, this will project into your external. So through self-reflection of comparing yourself to where you were last year, last month, last week, etc., this gives you an immense sense of clarity, positivity, which further aligns you on that rate of vibration. Team, please don't compare yourself to somebody else's day 100 when you're just started, because this can cripple you. This has happened loads. I bet, like, when you first, if you ever walked into a gym on day 1 and you've looked around and you're thinking, wow, what is going on here? This is crazy. You've got, I'm not going to say that. You've got big hench guys in the corner, really fit lads over there. Literally, you've got everyone who's been training for years, and you immediately start comparing yourself. You probably, well, I hope you haven't, but you're probably going to quit. Literally, you're just going to be like, nah, I can't achieve that, because you're putting their progress on a pedestal like it's not achievable for you, when it is. It is achievable for you, as long as you know it within and you don't let that internal frequency get constantly knocked off by external factors. Team, stay positive. The thief comparison is the thief of joy. Compare yourself to yesterday, the last month, the last year, and just get 1% better every day through self-reflection and not comparison to others. Team, stay positive. I'll see you in the next one.